Welcome back to my spooky channel, everybody. And I'm back with another video here tonight. So, as we know on my video, everything that I do is spooky. So, if you are a subscriber, thank you for showing the support to my channel. If you are not, make sure to hit that like button and also subscribe to my channel. The more subscribers, the more better on my spooky channel. So tonight, I am back with another unboxing video, which I did say I wasn't going to do one for a while, but why not? I have another one for you guys here tonight, and always on this channel, it's always spooky is my motto. So, but before I get to it, as you can see it in the back of me right now, I was at a GameStop before they actually closed down, and I picked up a regular Switch. Now, I know on my last video, I did the unboxing of the Switch OLED, which is on my shelf right there. And my goal was to actually get every single Switch model before the Switch 2 comes out. Now, to be aware, I am going to be getting the Switch 2 when it comes out. I know I did say during that OLED unboxing that I was going to get the Switch 2 over time down the road. But now, I have a Target gift card with like $300-400 on it. So I figured it's a great time. I'm going to get the Switch 2 on day one and pre-order it when it's available. So stay tuned for that, as I will be doing a unboxing video of the Switch 2, which we have time for that. So I'm super excited for that on my channel. So stay tuned. So tonight, I'm going to be doing a unboxing of the original Switch. But before we get to that video, I actually did do pretty well going to my final GameStop before most of the locations have closed down. And I did a pretty good job because my theory was a little bit further. I kind of traveled a little bit further to get it, but it was all worth the trip. And I did figure that since I was making the drive, I definitely wanted to make this worth it, and I wanted this to get accomplished. And, well, everything did at the end of that trip. So, yeah, it was a little bit of a distance compared to most of the time when I went to GameStop. It has been close, but this was the only one in the area that is still remaining open. So I went a little bit further out for this and wasn't sure whether or not it was going to get accomplished in one day, but it did. And I'll be back on another separate video with the other item that I picked up as well, but we're going to do that on a separate video. For now, we're going to be doing this one. So like I said, I traveled a little bit further to this GameStop location, and everything worked out at the end of the day. I secured what I wanted, and I got the original OG Switch. But before we get to that as well, I obviously, the amount of things that I had with the trade cards, everything kind of worked out. So none of this cost me any money whatsoever. So it was a win-win. So before we get to the actual main unboxing, we're actually going to show you something I also picked up from GameStop as well, because I had like an extra $10 left on the trade card. So I saw that, you know, next to the registers, they had like this Beetlejuice collectible figurines. And I picked one up because I wanted to, like I said, there was $10 left on the card. I wanted to use the remaining balance. And I picked up these Beetlejuice Figaro bag clips, which I've never actually picked up before. So I'm actually super excited to actually do a quick revealing of this. And this does retail for, I believe it came out to $6, which isn't so bad. And this is actually based on Beetlejuice. So this is on the second movie. As you can see, you do have the Beetlejuice logo. So this is actually from the second movie and not from the original. So it looks like they kind of added these new figurines for the second film. Like I said, I've not picked these up, and I do go to Hot Topic a lot, and I don't even think Hot Topic even had these, unless they did. But I know I did pick up a plush one at some point, which they were a little bit different. But I've never actually picked this one up, so I'm super excited to try this out. Yes, I did see Beetlejuice back in September. Love the movie. I love the first one. I love both of them. So for me to pick this up, this was a win-win. So here is the main cover right here. Here are the characters that are included in the Figaro bag clip. And then there is the back of it as well. I only picked up one because, like I said, I had a balance of $10. So I didn't want to spend any more money. So I just ended up picking up one, even though I would actually like to collect all of them at some point. But here is the characters in this series. So you do have Beetlejuice himself. Then you have another Beetlejuice. It kind of looks like they're the same there. I don't know if that's a misprint. But you have two Beetlejuices. Actually, the outfit is a little bit different. As you can see, the pose is a little bit different on both of them. So they are different. You have Lydia Dietz, which I'm hoping I get her since she's my favorite. You also have Astrid, a.k.a. You also have Astrid Dietz, so you do have another version of Astrid. Then you have Bob, a shrunken head Bob. You have Delia Dietz. You have Dolores. You have Wolf Jackson, and Exclusive A and Exclusive B. So that is the rest of the series, as you can see there. If you want to pause the screen to take a look at it, you can. So I'm hoping I actually get either Lydia or Dolores, or even Astrid. Those are the ones that I want the most, but I do want Lydia the most because she is my favorite in Beetlejuice, so I'm hoping I get Lydia, which I feel like some of these are going to be hard to find over time. I feel like Shrunken Head Bob is going to be hard. Lydia might even be hard. I feel like the most common one is probably Beetlejuice himself. We are going to actually round wrap this, and like I said, I'm hoping I get either Astrid, Dolores, or Lydia. It's one of them. But I'm hoping I get Lydia. That is the main thing of this unboxing. So, as you can see, there is no scissor, and I don't have a scissor on me, so I'm actually going to open this up like this. Usually they have like the little slit up top where you just pull open, but in this case I had to do it like that. I'm feeling it and I don't know exactly what it is. And as I look, it's looking like it might be, it's a woman. So it's either, it could be Dolores, it could be Astrid, or it could be Lydia. And by the way, I'm also filming on my iPad 10th generation, so for those that, you know, that I'm filming on. So I think it could be Astrid as I pull it out, and I got Astrid Dietz. So I did get Astrid, as you could see right there, which was one of the picks. Really, really cool. So this is her in the silver dress, as you could see, like she had in the movie itself. And then you have Astrid Dietz in the black suit, in like the gothic one, which I would like to get that one over time as well. So I did get this one with her with the dress that you would see in the movie. And it is really, really detailed. I really like what they did with it. It has a nice clip, so you could clip it on your bag. So I really do like it. Like I said, I'm going to actually collect these at some point over time. So yeah, I'm actually going to put this on my bag. This actually looks really cool. Like I said, it's very detailed. I mean, it's not like the greatest detail, but it does look exactly like Astrid. I mean, as you can see, there's the hair there. I'm actually going to take off this little price tag. I don't know why they actually put that on there, but it is kind of distracting. So I did get Astrid Dietz. So that is the silver dress one, as you could see right there. And then there's nothing else inside the bag, so they don't even show you like the rest of the series, obviously, since it's on the actual packaging itself. So there is Astrid Dietz from Beetlejuice. Really like it. Really do like it. Like I said, I really like how I got that one. Like I said, I want to try to get all the characters, and I wonder what exclusive A and B is. I guess we'll find out over time. But that is really cool. So I start off with Astrid. So I am going to put that on my bag at the end of this video. So put her to the side, and that is pretty much done with that. Now we get to the main attraction of this video, and that is the Switch, the original Switch. So also too, I did have a screen protector laying around at my house that I did not know, and I have a tempered glass screen protector, which I feel like I might not need this because this is a pre-owned system. I feel like there might actually be a screen protector on it, but I just got one just in case it doesn't. You might as well protect the Switch anyway. So I found it in my house, figure I might as well apply it at the end of the video. And I also have these two Ghost Joy-Con grips that I'm also going to be applying on the Switch as well. So that's exactly what I'm going to be applying on my Switch, are these two ghostly ones right there. But we will get to that in just a few moments. And also, too, like I said, my goal was to get every single Switch before, you know, every model of the Switch before the Switch 2 came out. Like I said, my OLED is on my shelf right there, which I started it up. I used my Nintendo account. And then this will be my second Switch, which will be in the other room. And then I have another video coming up probably in the next day or 2 days or so. So stay tuned for that, as that will be another unboxing as well. So without any further ado, and also said, I also have started to play Luigi's Mansion 2 HD on my OLED. And I also do plan on playing it on the original Switch as well. So like I said, this is a download copy of Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. And I already have it downloaded on my Nintendo account on my OLED. So all I got to do is when I set this up, use my Nintendo account and then just re-download the game. And I could start a new save file, probably file 2 on my original Switch as well. So I'll have the option to play this game on my secondary Switch as well. So I just wanted to share that. So without any further ado, let me get to the Switch itself. So like I said, I did not get a new one just because they didn't have a new one, and I kind of figured there's no point of buying a new one since the Switch 2 is coming out. And yeah, that was $300. I feel like I had to dish out a little bit more money if I wanted to get a new one. But they actually didn't have a new one in stock, and I wasn't really worried about it. So I ended up just getting a pre-owned one or refurbished. It says certified pre-owned, so it is a pre-owned one. I know sometimes with the refurbished ones, GameStop puts them in these, you know, these random boxes. But it does say certified refurbished, excuse me, certified pre-owned on it. So this is like one of those made-up GameStop boxes that they like make on their own. Obviously, since it's pre-owned and you're not getting the original retail box. And it does say great value, buy with confidence with a 30-day return policy, which that's GameStop's motto with pre-owned stuff. And then there is the barcode as well. It does say pre-owned Switch version. And it does say, and it has the serial number of the system on the side of the box. So I'm not really big on pre-owned systems, especially from GameStop, because they're kind of iffy and you don't really know how they look like depending on who had this before and who owned it before. But it's not a big deal. Like I said, you know, just to get the original Switch was what I wanted to accomplish. And now I have it. So it's not that big of a deal whether or not. Yes, it is preferred new, obviously. But like I said, I ended up accomplishing it. And they actually had one pre-owned one in stock. And I was able to actually get this. So I think in total, as I look at the receipt right next to me. So if I did get the new one, it would have been still $299. I got it for $216.77. So that's a pretty good deal. Like I said, I did not pay any money for it. But in total, it came out to $216.77, which is a pretty good deal. So I did save about, I would say, $80 to $90 just buying the pre-owned one. And that is pretty good deal for a Switch, I will say. Because if you were getting the new one, you would be paying about $300 plus tax. So you would be paying about $80 to $90 more. So like I said, $216 is not bad for a pre-owned Switch. I mean, you know, considering a pre-owned Switch at the time was like $270, $280, I'd say about maybe 2-3 years ago. Now it looks like the price has kind of decreased over time. Maybe because the Switch 2 is coming out. But anyway, this box was open, by the way. I did not actually open that. They actually gave me this box from the back, opened. So I am a little bit, you know, confused why the box was open. I think maybe they tried to just see if everything was in it. But it does kind of scare me because the box is open. But that's not that big of a deal. We're going to see what's inside the box here and check out what kind of condition that this is in. So like I said, this should be an easy setup. I just got to use my Nintendo account, sign in, and then I could re-download Luigi's Mansion 2 HD on this. So without any further ado, I do plan on keeping this box, by the way. I know there's really not much to it. It's one of those pre-owned GameStop boxes, but I do plan on keeping it as well. Why not? It is a small box. It won't take up much room, so I do plan on holding on to it. As you can see, they do put the Switch on the cover, so they did a pretty good job making their own. So without any further ado, the first thing that I see as I open it up is I do see an AC adapter. So this is we're going to actually check this out here. It looks like they actually put the AC adapter and the grip in one. So we're going to check that out. That's actually kind of neat that they did that instead of putting them separately. So let's take a look at it. So this is the official Nintendo branded AC adapter. So they didn't give me a third-party one. So this will go in the back of the dock to plug into the wall. And as I'm looking at it right now, it looks like there is no scratches on this AC adapter. So it looks like it's in really good shape. It looks like this has never been used, I was assuming. I mean, you can't really notice it on camera, but there is not one scratch on it. It looks like it's brand new, like it's never been touched. So far, so good. So there's the official Nintendo AC adapter. But you obviously need that to power it up. They're also playing handheld mode. We're going to take a look at the grip right now. So this is the... Ooh, okay. So this one looks like it's a little bit scratched up. This is the grip for the Switch. And I'm already noticing that there is a few scratches across here. But like I said, it's a pre-owned system, so it's not going to be perfect. But there is a little bit of a tiny scratch there. There is some dirt, like, in between the crevices there. But like I said, this is pre-owned. You just got to just clean it up with, like, a wet towel. That's not the end of the world there. But yeah, there is the grip for the Switch as expected, if you want to put your Joy-Cons there. This, I'm not sure exactly what this is. They kind of gave me this charger here, and I don't exactly know what exactly this is for. I'm assuming this is... Oh, this is the HDMI cable. Okay. This is really short. I don't know why this HDMI cable is extremely short. I'm a little bit concerned about that. So it looks like they gave me a third-party HDMI cord. As you can see, this is really super short. I feel like, is this even going to be able to even fit into my TV? That is the question. I mean, this thing is significantly short. So this is obviously not the official Nintendo one, as you can see by the prongs there. And it is, maybe I'd say, like, maybe a foot? I don't know. This is a really short HDMI cable. It's not that really big of a deal. But yeah, I mean, I feel like, okay, so right off the bat, they gave me a very short HDMI cable. This has to be the HDMI cable because there is nothing else inside the box. So that is kind of odd that they gave me this short, like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, how am I going to be able to actually put this in the dock and plug it into the TV? I feel like it's not even going to be able to even reach. Anyway, put that to the side. Kind of disappointed on the HDMI. I feel like they could have did something a little bit better there. But like I said, the person who owned this first obviously had that for their Switch. But that is a really short HDMI cable. Wow. Okay. Anyway, as we move forward, here are the wrist straps as expected. So these are the original wrist straps, not with the lines with the OLED. So these look like these are in good shape, actually. So far, everything's in good shape. I'm just a little bit, like, confused about the HDMI cable. I don't know how that's going to fit across the TV, but that's just another story. Okay. Oh, wait. Actually, as a matter of fact, there's another wire in here. I'm a little bit confused because I'm still not understanding what this is. Okay, no. I'm not understanding what this is still. I really don't know. But I do see another wire in here. I wonder what this is. Okay, so no, actually, this is the HDMI cable. This is the HDMI cable. I don't know what this wire is. I think they accidentally put another HDMI cable in it because it does say HDMI on it. And I'm looking at this one right here as I pulled out of the box. And it looks like this is another HDMI cable. So, all right. So, it's actually a lot better as expected. So, it looks like they put in two HDMI cables by accident. I don't know why they did that. Because I was kind of confused. Because this would not fit across my TV. So, this is the HDMI cable. So, like I said, they must have put an extra one in by accident. But anyway, this is how the HDMI cable is supposed to look. This is the standard one. Now, this is not the official Nintendo one, obviously. But this does look a lot longer compared to the one that I got over here. So thank God they actually gave me an extra HDMI cable because this is actually a lot more longer in length. So this one, I definitely would be able to fit around my TV. So thank God for that. So whoever packaged this, or whoever had it first, thank you for including an extra HDMI cable because I was super concerned over this one. I mean, look at the difference between this one and this one. I mean, really. But they gave me 201s by accident, so I'm happy about that. And now, last but not least, we are going to get to the actual main attraction of this video, and that is the actual Switch itself. So like I said, I plan on putting this in the other room, as I have my OLED in this room. And I know a lot of people do that. I know a lot of people usually do have multiple Switches. Sometimes they have one in the other room, and then they have the other one docked in the other room. A lot of people do that. Some people have one. It's all personal preference. Like I said, if you have a family of like 5 people and they all have a Switch, you're going to have 5 Switches in the house. Usually that's how it goes. And with Nintendo, they make it very simple because you could actually link your Nintendo account on every single system that you have. So that's a good thing. So you could actually link it on every single, system that you have. So anyway, the first thing that I'm going to look at is I'm going to look at the dock first, and then I'm going to look at the tablet last. Because the tablet is the one that we're actually going to check out the most. So here is the dock. So this is the OG Nintendo Switch dock back from 2017. And as I'm looking at it right now, Ooh, okay. So, there is a scratch. I don't know if you guys can notice that, which you probably won't notice it on camera because of the lighting. But there is a tiny scratch going across the bottom there, which I am noticing. So, all right. And then over here, there's a little scratch over here. Like I said, you won't be able to see it on camera because of the lighting. And then there's a few scratches here. So there is a little bit of tiny micro scratches, but then there is one scratch going like across the bottom there. I am noticing that. I don't know how people could actually scratch these things. I have no idea how, because you're basically just putting it on your shelf. And, I mean, once it's there, it's there. I don't know how these things could scratch. But anyway, it's not that bad. There's just, like I said, it's a little tiny scratch. If you actually really look into it, you could see it. But if you actually put it like this on your shelf, you won't notice it. So it's like a little tiny scratch right over there. It's not that big of a deal. But there is the original Switch logo. Then in the back, it does say Nintendo. And as we open it up here, you do have your basic connectors. Like I said, it is actually pretty clean. It is a little bit dusty over here, but other than that, it looks pretty clean. Other than the scratches, I will definitely say it does look very clean. So there's the original Switch dock. So like I said, there is just a little tiny scratch there. The rest is fine. So this is actually in pretty good condition compared to what it would be. So for a Switch itself, this is actually in decent condition. So now, last but not least, let's get to the main attraction of this video, and that is the actual tablet. So this is what we're actually going to check out. So I did get the blue and red Joy-Cons. I was really big on the gray ones, but, you know, no one sells the gray ones anymore, and Nintendo, I know a while ago, they discontinued it. I do prefer the gray ones over the neon red and blue, but it looks like they just had the neon red and blue. Even if I tried to get the gray ones, I wouldn't be able to even find it because, like I said, they discontinued it unless somebody got lucky and traded in one with gray Joy-Cons. But other than that, I haven't seen it. But here is the actual Switch itself. So we are actually, and the Joy-Cons are connected. So you do have the red and blue. And here it is right here as we look at it. So as I'm looking at it here, it looks like the Joy-Cons are in really good shape. I don't see any like scratches on it whatsoever. There is no dirt on it. It looks like it's pretty clean. So far, so good. And then the back of the Switch, believe it or not, is in pretty good shape. I don't even see one little scratch. There is a little tiny scratch right there, but you can't see it. Other than that, this is actually in pretty good shape. I will say, for a pre-owned Switch, you know, you don't know what you're going to get sometimes. You know, sometimes you get them and they're severely scratched. But this is actually in decent shape. Out of the scale through 9 to 10, I give this like a 9 out of 10. But like I said, you're going to find a scratch every now and then, but it's not that bad. It's really, really clean. It looks like it's really good. The stand looks like it's functional. I'm not even going to lift that up. But yeah, there it is right there. And that is pretty much, that's all inside the box right there. But yeah, the Switch is in really good condition, as you could see. And even as I'm looking at the screen, there is a few dirt on it. But even the screen, and as I'm looking at it right here, I do notice, actually, as a matter of fact, this actually has a screen protector on it. So that's probably why the screen is in good shape. Yeah, this actually does have a screen protector on it as I'm actually looking at it. Because I do see that there's an edge going around the screen, and usually that means that there's a screen protector applied. So yeah, this has a screen protector because I can see the bottom edge right there has these little lips. So I can see there was a screen protector applied to this. So all right, so without any further ado, I don't have to even apply this. It's because why take this off and put a new one on and struggle when there's already one on here already. So there's already a tempered glass screen protector on it already, which is why the screen looked pretty clean from the moment I saw it. So that's the one reason why I did not notice scratches. So there is the Switch in very good condition. I am very proud the way that this looks. I think GameStop actually did a fantastic job, or whoever had this before me obviously really took good care of it, considering that this system is from 2017, considering that this system is 7 years old. But yeah, I'm actually going to be setting up the Switch right at the end of this video. I am going to be putting it in the other room. Like I said, I have the OLED over there, so I'm not going to compare both of them. Obviously, the OLED has a better screen than the original Switch, and obviously it has a better kickstand compared to the normal Switch. But like I said, I wanted to actually get the older version of the Switch just in time before the Switch 2 comes out, which the Switch 2 would be my main Switch that I'm going to play the most. But there it is. There is a Switch. I'm so happy I was able to actually get one while I can, because I do figure over time that GameStop is going to discontinue these at some point. And I feel like over time, they might not even accept these old ones anymore once the Switch 2 comes out. And I really figured that I wanted to grab one now before these get discontinued and they don't sell them anymore. And then they're only going to end up selling the OLED and the Switch 2, which is my main prediction. I feel like they're only going to sell the OLED and the Switch 2, and they're going to discontinue these older models completely from 2017. So that is my video right here. I'm so glad that I picked up my second Switch. I am looking forward to the Switch 2. Obviously, there was a reveal on it, but we don't know how much it is, and we don't know when it's coming out. But Nintendo is going to be releasing a Nintendo Direct probably in the next month or in April is what I'm hearing. But yeah, I'm excited for the Switch 2 as well. And I'm also excited to get the original Nintendo Switch with my OLED as well. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Post in the comment section below, were you guys also excited for the Switch 2? I definitely know I am, because I get every single Nintendo system that comes out. But this is a spooky channel, so before I close it out, my motto is always spooky, all the time. Thanks for watching.